Now, Sarah Haywood was kind of the go-to girl during the big royal wedding over the last year. And of course, she broadcast live to the entire world on CNN. So getting an opportunity to spend some time with her, getting the inside track on everything's related to weddings is a very rare opportunity. And we did just that at the Johannesburg Wedding Expo to get some great decor ideas to help make that perfect wedding day. Let's check out some of those ideas.
A highlight of the Wedding Expo in Joburg last week was workshops with the renowned international wedding planner, Sarah Haywood, as guest speaker.
Sarah, you're one of the world's leading wedding experts. What have been some of the highlights of your career?
There have been so many. Well, obviously I love my weddings, that goes without saying. Outside of the weddings, the first book that I wrote, when I actually walked into a bookstore and saw my book on a shelf, I was wow. And then I guess recently it has to be the royal wedding and the media role that I played in that, and I did a lot of commentary and I was there at Buckingham Palace on the day commentating for CNN. So that was really a highlight. And then now, things like this, coming to different countries of the world, seeing how different we all are, and in many ways how similar we all are. So coming here to South Africa is definitely right up there.
I've seen a few incredible exhibits here today. What has stood out for you?
I think I'm impressed with the standard, pretty much all round, of how everybody here is trying to raise the bar. Particular things, I've seen some really nice decor ideas. Things which are right sort of cutting edge, right on trend. And I'm liking that people are experimenting. And I love that some of the venue stands that we're seeing, you're very much getting a reflection of the kind of venue that they're offering.
And what are some of the trends that you've seen emerging both internationally and locally?
The international trends table that we're seeing, the things that we're offering, very much influenced by pared down stately elegance. That's very in Europe. A little bit of influence of the royal wedding. So for example, in wedding gowns, we're seeing a lot of long sleeves and lace, like Kate Middleton's dress. However, what I always find interesting is following the royal wedding, the general press, as opposed to the bridal press, they were all predicting the bridesmaids forevermore would ditch the coloured dresses and they'd all wear a slinky, sexy little number like Pippa's. But of course that hasn't happened, because most brides do not wish to be upstaged by their bridesmaid. Not that I'm saying that Kate was upstaged, but Pippa did attract a lot of attention. It was a good look. Not everyone wants that following them up the aisle, so.
Now, the wedding dress is often one of the pivotal parts of the wedding. Which trends are you seeing emerging regarding the dresses?
I think that it's possible that bigger dresses are coming back a little bit. So that surprised me a little bit, because back home they're still wanting the more silhouette figure-hugging looks. Here I saw quite a little bit more of the sort of princess bride look, and that can work really well. I love that outside. There's a lot of outdoor weddings here, and that can look really nice, making an impact as you walk down the aisle. Enjoying that. A lot of really good accessories, and I had the very great pleasure yesterday of meeting Kirsten Goss, who's an internationally renowned jewellery designer, and she has a store back in London, and we did a workshop together yesterday, and she's one of the people really kind of pushing the boundaries and encouraging brides to just go that little bit further with their accessories. And you know, as never before, a wedding day really is a bride's Hollywood moment. It's a day when you can be like Madonna just for the day and enjoy the experience of the red carpet. So people are actually thinking outside of things that they would normally wear and are normally comfortable with. And I encourage that, because it is only once in a lifetime.
And what do you think of South African wedding dress designers?
What can I say? Gorgeous. We've seen some gorgeous stuff, and a lot of sort of cross influence from here to Europe, from Europe back again. And one thing that's always interesting about bridal fashion is people are constantly trying to reinvent it. And last year, Vera Wang showcased some black dresses at New York Bridal Fashion Week, and the press again confidently predicted that brides would ditch white. Well, there's no sign of that here.
What advice do you have for couples planning a wedding on a really limited budget?
The really important thing to remember when you are planning any wedding is that you are looking for a celebration that reflects something of who you are, your shared values and your sense of style. So whoever you are, only plan for the wedding that you can afford, accept what you've got to spend, and plan your wedding, not Angelina Jolie's.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the work of our designers. Absolutely fantastic.
Thanks to this successful expo, many South African brides will say I do to the wedding of their dreams.